Good morning everyone, it's Jay from Catching Crits here, and it is the morning at the Cedar Point Express Hotel. I'm off to the park for day 2. You may have seen the day 1 vlog, and I managed to get in 6 credits, which isn't particularly impressive, but I was only there for the afternoon. The lines were a bit long, Top Thrill 2 had a breakdown, Millennium Force had a breakdown, so all in all I got some heavy hitters out of the way, so quite a few to get through today. It's looking a bit overcast. It did have rain in the forecast, but that's disappeared, which is good, but I'm hoping the crowds will be a little bit lighter, but at the moment the sun looks like it's going to pop out, so that might not do anything. The good news is, because I'm staying on site, I have early entry, so I'm going to be heading off in a sec to get on that. I believe Gatekeeper, Iron Dragon and Millennium Force are open on early entry, so as much as I did Millennium Force yesterday, I'll try and get Gatekeeper and Iron Dragon in. And then my plan is to kind of hang around Siren's Curse for when that opens with the rest of the park, to avoid that line. There's going to be some filler today though. I've got to get on the kiddie rides, things like the mine train and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, let's see how the day goes, and I'll see you inside the park. And just like that, we are in. There doesn't seem to be a massive amount of people heading towards Gatekeeper, so I'm going to head over there because it says it's going to be opening early. It looks really slow in testing, but we'll give it a go to start the day off, and then I'll try and head over to Iron Dragon. Like I said, I want to catch Siren's Curse for it opening, try and get in that queue early. But Gatekeeper, an interesting one. Obviously, I'm very used to riding the Swarm. In fact, the Swarm was my first ever roller coaster with an inversion when I decided to stop being a wuss about them. So quite intrigued by Gatekeeper. It's obviously a longer layout than Swarm. Swarm just seems like it's over and done with, but does get good reviews. It's got the same wing overdrop, which is an element I like. If anything, of wing coasters on the trip, I'm most looking forward to Thunderbird when I go to Holiday World. So yeah, let's give Gatekeeper a go. I'm not expecting amazing things. I know it's probably going to be very graceful, very smoothish, we'll see. And just like that, they're opening the park. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so that's Gatekeeper in the bag, credit 122. 2 rides in, luckily, because it's early entry, so it's dead. My first one was on the right rear, and it was okay. And then I went and did the front left, and that was a hell of a lot better. Yeah, I think that's where I prefer to ride it. Obviously, the wing over on the left-hand side was really, really good. Don't know exactly, let me check. It might be taller than Stealth, so that does feel a little bit better. Also, when you're up against the beach on the left-hand side, that's always really nice. The positives in the valleys were better at the front. I feel like the near misses were better. I mean, overall, it's a nice ride. It's pretty inoffensive. So right now, it's still 9:30, so it's still half an hour until the park officially opens. So I'm going to have a little wander over towards Iron Dragon, because apparently that's on early entry as well. Also, pardon the barnet, I don't know what it looks like, it's windy, and apparently there's rain in 20 minutes, so let's see what we can get in then. I'm going to head over there, see what that's saying, and then yeah, hopefully, come 10 o'clock when the park officially opens, I'll be one of the first in line for Siren's Curse and get that out of the way. So plot twist, Siren's Curse is already running and already has a 16-minute wait, which is brilliant. So I think I'm going to leave that for a minute. I can also imagine that everyone's going to rush here when the park officially opens as well, as it just does its tilty thing. So yeah, I'll stick with giving Iron Dragon a go, and then I'll find some other rides to go on, come back to Siren's Curse later on. So yeah, we'll give that a go. Iron Dragon, I did Ninja at Six Flags Magic Mountain back in 2016, and it's one of those that, if I'm completely honest, I can't really remember. Yeah, I can't remember whether I like the suspended model or not, but hey, it's a station wait, it looks like at the moment, so let's give that a go. That'll be credit 123. So Iron Dragon did absolutely nothing for me, as kind of expected, if I'm honest. It's, I wouldn't even say mid, it just doesn't really do anything, does it? It's a little bit janky. So yeah, I'm not surprised, but hey, it's another one in the bag. So I think total for the park now, it takes us up to 8. And if my maths is right, I think there's another 10 to go. The park officially opens in 5 minutes. So I think my plan is to head towards the back. I'm going to see if Maverick opens, because it'd be good to get that in early. As I say, Siren's Curse already on an hour-long queue, and that's only going to get worse. So if I can get back to Maverick and see what that's saying when the park opens, and then probably a good opportunity to start doing all the filler stuff, do some of the kiddie coasters, get Gemini in. For some reason, I had a really long wait all of yesterday, so I don't know. But yeah, we'll give that a go, and then hopefully we can whack that all out in an hour and a half, and then take stock of where we are for the day. The park's open till 8 today. It's almost 10 o'clock when the park opens, so still tons of time. But obviously, once we've got all the credits out of the way, it's rewrite time. So yeah, I'm going to head back towards the back of the park now and see what that's saying. So it's currently now chucking it down, but Maverick is running, so I am going to go see if I get in on that. I'm not familiar as to whether it's the sort of ride that will just call it a day if it starts chucking it down. It very much is raining quite a lot. So yeah, let's go give Maverick a go. I'm really excited for this one. You don't need to know why. Everyone says how good it is. So yeah, let's go give it a go and hope I don't see you in 2 hours when it's just decided to pack it in for the day for the rain.
You guys sitting at the boat and you can laugh at me too, mate.
Hello, so it's actually, I think to say about 4 hours since I last spoke to you. So a lot has happened in that time. Well, a lot and not a lot at the same time. So firstly, did manage to get on Maverick after waiting 3 hours for it. There was a 2-hour delay because of Thunderstorm, and then the damn ride decided to take another hour to actually start itself back up. When I got on it, that was crazy. I don't really have words for it, if I'm honest. Just so intense, and I loved it, and I will need to get another ride on it when it's not a city queue. But no, I committed to the 3-hour wait, and I was thinking if I get out this line I'm going to have to go into another one, so I might as well commit to it. And then I've also just done the mine ride, and that was janky, horrible, and so bad that my phone hit against the restraint 5 times and sent my emergency contact details to all my emergency contacts, so apologies to them. But anyway, that's, I think, credits 124 and 125 down. I'm just double checking that. It is indeed 124 and 125. And that puts us up to 10 in the park so far. Now, I did say there was 18. It appears that Raptor's not opening at all today again, and maybe tomorrow I assume as well. And also, I didn't realise that Wilderness Run you had to have a child with you, so that's not going to be credits. So realistically, I'm looking at 16. So I've got 6 to go. A few of them are relatively easy, but I'm now going to eat because I'm absolutely starving after waiting 3 hours for that, and then quite a while for the mine ride as well. So I'm going to go eat, and then we'll see what everything's saying after that and where our next destination is going to be. So, as you've just seen, it chucked it down again. So that's the second thunderstorm of the day, although this one was over a lot quicker, so hopefully the ride's back up relatively quickly, as it seems everything's down. I think it's really difficult to kind of plan the next few ones, given it depends when things are opening or reopening. So I think my plan now is I'll try while I'm in the area, get Woodstock Express done, get Gemini done. I might pop down and see if I can get on the Wild Mouse as well, and that's this side of the park. Hopefully done to then just leave, what will that be? Blue Streak, Valravn and Siren's Curse. So we're almost there, But what I'll do is you'll see kind of what order I do things as and when I can. But I will chat to you once I've tried to do those 3 or wherever I end up after that. Okay, so please excuse the appearance. Obviously that plan didn't happen, did it? So managed to just get in what was open really, because I was still over by Gemini and Nat, and none of them was opening. Valravn was posted at 40 and there was like 5 minutes on the fast lane, so I just got the single use, so that's out of the way. And I've also just done blue string, so that's 126 and 127 done. And as you can see, it has absolutely started chucking it down again, so it seems as though today it's a case of get 2 in, take a break, but it's getting a bit squeaky bum. I've got 4 left to do, so Gemini, Wild Mouse, Bikini Coaster, I can't remember its name, and Camp Soupy, and Siren's Curse, the big one. So let's see how that goes. I really need to dry off, most importantly. I will say Valravn, I did enjoy it. For those of you who watched the vlog yesterday, you'll know that I was quite intrigued about it, given that the only dive booster I've done so far is Oblivion, and that doesn't do anything. So yeah, it was nice to have a longer layout, so a big fan of that. I'm going to go dry off and wait for this to pass over, and then let's see what I am able to do. I thought I was going to wrap everything up today, so I could just do some re-rides this evening and into tomorrow, but this could be a bit touch and go. This is the worst end of this, the forecast, so yeah. Right, hi gang, quick update from me. So nothing's happened. So the rain stopped, I want to say, good half hour, 45 minutes ago. A few rides have reopened, but they're all ones that I've already done. It's not looking good on the completion today. Siren's Curse isn't actually down because of the rain now, it's broken. Gemini is still down because of the rain, which doesn't exist. Wild Mouse is down because of the rain that doesn't exist, and so is Woodstock Express. So the final 4 credits I need are open. Beyond that, a few of the rides that I'd want to re-ride, Millennium Force, still not open. Top Thrill 2, just here, has been cycling but isn't open. Maverick is open, so I'm basically going to head back that way, see if randomly any of the new credits pop open, but if not, I might just get in the queue for Maverick, so at least I'm doing something. But yeah, there's a little bit of rain forecast still, but it's not meant to be as heavy as it has been. A bit of a disaster of a day all round. I was expecting a whole day at a kind of overcast Cedar Point to be relatively successful, but in the end it hasn't been. I mean, it didn't help waiting for Maverick for 3 hours, and yeah, it's just not gone to plan, but hey, these things happen. And I do have tomorrow morning, fingers crossed if I need it. I'm going to have a wander around and I'll keep you updated as to what's happening. Okay, so just as I got in the queue for Maverick, I saw Gemini cycling, the elusive Gemini. So I've come back, there is a little bit of a queue forming, but I'm assuming they all know that it's going to be starting soon, and I will hang about here for 10 minutes, 15 minutes and see if anything happens, and then fingers crossed get on that. I need to prioritise getting on Siren's Curse really, but I have seen that it's reopened, plus I've got tomorrow morning. And realistically, as long as I'm in it before the end of the day, it's currently 25 to 6, so I've got 2.5 hours until park close, so I should be able to get that in. Yeah, so this is filmed about 5 minutes after my last video, and as you can see, I was in the Gemini queue, and now I am out of the Gemini queue because it has the slightest amount of rain. Like, I mean, it's not even registering on the lens. It's that little rain. This is like the most hydrophobic ride you've ever seen. That's alright.
That's alright.
I don't think I've ever done a ride that's so fickle with the rain, but hey, you never know. Imagine if I do this trip and I don't get on Gemini, I'm going to be devastated, aren't I? Let's go see what else is happening. As I say, it's the tiniest bit of rain. It's nowhere near what we've had earlier today, so I'm hoping, let's say, Siren's Curse, the Wild Mouse, something like that's open, and we can at least get something. Okay, so it looks like Siren's Curse is open, only having a 20-minute wait spot, so I'm hoping I can hot foot it over there and get that out of the way, and then at least that's all the big ones done. Some pre-ride thoughts on Siren's Curse. So, firstly, I think it's kind of crazy that Cedar Point have it in the first place. Did they need another one? But yeah, fair play. I think it's the one that was meant to be going to Energylandia. And what I was going to say is the weird link with Energylandia is I do like both of their new age Vacomas, the Abyssus and Formula. They were both really good fun when I went. Good forces. The only thing I'd say is it's almost too smooth, and as much as I complained about this monstrosity yesterday being a little bit too rough, they're almost too smooth. What I do like though is that they have done a bit with the layout, so it's not just the drop as the main gimmick and that's done. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what it's doing. I did see it last night cycling as well and take people round, and I'm so glad they put a light package on it because the light package is unbelievable at night. So yeah, I'm going to make my way over there now and hope in the 4 or 5 minutes it will take, it doesn't start chucking it down and doesn't break down. Brilliant. I really actually kind of don't know what to do. This day is turning out to be an absolute disaster. Right, is anything else open? Let's have a look. I mean, it takes 20 minutes on the app, so poor form from the app, so not ideal. Let's have a little look. What else is nothing. It says Millennium Force only 30-minute wait, so I'm going to go and get a re-ride on that. Whoa, so I don't know what it is with this park and having incredibly good ends today. So since I last spoke to you, I did meant to go on Siren's Curse. I did the re-ride on Millennium Force first, and just as luck would have it, as I'm walking past Siren's Curse, the barrier comes off, I walk straight in and straight to the section with the lockers. It was literally a 10-minute wait. It's crazy. So that's credit 128. I've always also managed to get on the elusive Gemini, so 129, and I've done One Stock Express 130. The only thing left is the Wild Mouse, which realistically, it's a Wild Mouse. I will probably do that tomorrow morning if I get a chance. If not, I won't cry about it. But let me talk about the stuff that I have done. Siren's Curse. That's kind of a masterpiece, if I'm honest. When I was coming off it, I was thinking, oh, I actually really don't know where I'd rank my top 3 in the park, and I think I still will need some time to think about it, but that's a very good contender for my favourite. Absolutely knockout from Vacoma, that. The tilt, you think it might be a gimmick, it's not. It's actually unbelievable, just sat there, hanging, looking down. Unfortunately, they just allocated me to a mid-train seat. But then I'd like to get a re-ride either now or tomorrow in the back row. I think that'd be really good. But it's just the layout afterwards. It's fantastic. It's full of great positives. A couple of grey out moments. Both those inversions are so whippy, unbelievable, fantastic. Obviously, it's Vacoma, smooth. I think the restraints are really comfortable. And onboard audio. Can all roller coasters please have onboard audio? That's fantastic. So, yeah, absolute knockout. Massive fan of that. Moving on to the elusive Gemini. Somehow managed to walk on that. I was the only person alongside 2 others in the front row. So they took the front row, I went and sat in the back row, and actually was pretty impressed with it. I'd heard that it has some kind of underrated airtime, and yeah, it really does actually. Some really good pops throughout. If the arrow restraints weren't so damn horrible and uncomfortable, I think that would be actually a really good coaster, but they're just so uncomfortable. It's a similar thing with Magnum. They're just a little bit too uncomfortable to be able to enjoy it that much, but still, I mean, fair play to it for a stage. Also, every time, still, for its age, the smoothness I was quite impressed by as well. I think I mentioned it in my vlog yesterday, but I used to go on the Grand National, Blackpool and everything, and it's kind of similar to that, but still, so big fan really. And then Woodstock Express, it's a kiddie coaster, what can I say? They do have some decent forces, those junior coasters, so yeah, fair play to it. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a little quick look at see what it's saying. It's about 7:30, so half hour to park close. I don't want to stay as late as I did yesterday because I'm absolutely exhausted today. This is possibly the grossest I've ever felt after a day at a theme park, and that's saying something given that I went to Six Flags Magic Mountain in 38-degree heat in the middle of July for the whole day, and that wasn't fun. So yeah, not feeling great now with all the rain, and for some reason the humidity doesn't die at Cedar Point. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going home. But I'm going to have a look, see if I can get one more ride in on something. Top Thrill said it was like 30 minutes, so I might give that a go. Might have a go at Silence Curse. But I think for now, given that I should have picked a better spot too, shouldn't I? Given now that I've pretty much done everything, I will let you know if there's like some post credits if I do manage to do Wild Mouse. That's pretty much it at Cedar Point. I mean, obviously in my post-trip review of everything, I will give a bit more of a rundown on what my highlights were and where everything's fitting in my top 10, top 20, top 25. But overall, a relatively successful couple of days, especially given perils of today and how badly it started, and actually even only 2 hours ago how badly it was going. So to end up only being 1 credit away from kind of completion, given that Raptor looks like it's closed now and I can't go to Kiddie Coaster, I feel like 15 credits is a decent haul. I'm on 130 overall. We're not far off 150, which is the aim of this trip. So yeah, I've got a morning tomorrow, a couple of days off, and then I'm at Holiday World. So I will catch you in Holiday World, where we will make another step towards 150. Catch you then.